Hello, my little nerds and nerdettes. Please join us for another episode of
Dungeon Crawlers. Oh yeah.
Dungeon.
We're back.
Crawlers.
Welcome back to the shit.
Dungeon Crawlers.
Well, as you have all noticed, those of you that are returning, we are on we were on an incredibly long hiatus. Between people getting sick, holidays, vacations, cruises. I mean, you guys name it. There we go. Is that better? Jesus.
We got in one session with another hiatus.
Oh yeah, and then we were all kind of there, and then one person wasn't able to make it, or we forgot one person was on vacation, or
We're
it
wrapping
happened.
up our Halloween special for perspective.
Yeah,
Yeah, which turned into like a Christmas special.
It turned into a New
behind.
Year's special.
Yeah,
I mean, technically it was Halloween, but there was the candy canes, so
Sure.
I mean, it was a 50-50.
It was
So
it was
I'll do a
Nightmare
big
Before
recap.
Christmas type of scenario.
Ooh, that'd actually be really fun. Maybe next year.
True.
Maybe next year. I actually kind of dig that. That's one of my favorite all-time movies. I will do a large recap and see if I can even remember, because I was trying to watch some of the videos myself.
We were
But
in my seat because of the
we're
rumor
going
about.
we're going back.
Oh, we're
going-
going big back. Okay,
We're going
okay.
big
What
back,
we
big
do
back,
here is go back.
just like your forehead.
Go
Big
back.
back.
What we do here is go back.
You didn't even hear it. Kaz did.
Wrong game, Ginge. He's not Kaz
Yes,
anymore.
shut up. I get confused.
Stop calling him
alright?
Kaz. That's campaign
Always
one.
Gaz.
Well, it's the same thing with
His
me
name
always
is
calling Frosty
His
Phelan.
name is Kibbles now.
Kibbles and bits.
Kibbles and bits. Forgot
Kibbles.
about that. Kibbles and bits. But the Motley crew had to leave Omira on a not a technicality. I would say more of a rush. You guys started a little shit, put your noses where they didn't belong, and got caught doing it. As you guys tried to break into a little establishment that you were kind of sent to check in slash I don't know, see if there's like any wrongdoing slash get information for Arya, and you got caught in the meantime. When you guys made your way back to the inn to kind of regroup slash revamp yourselves. Two of the members, Patience and Sophia, I can't speak. You ran into an old friend, an old gunslinger friend from your days of old, from a previous certain somebody.
Friend is a loose term.
Loose term. Very good rolls were had, and you were able to lure him into a back room to have a discussion with him. But once you broke said hold, the ball turned, and the group found themselves in a lot of trouble. Kind of a little mismatched out of your your league, and it ended with the party running as you guys were sprinting and diving through the back alleys and the buildings. You found your way to Arya's, where she proceeded to give you a little guidance, basically saying she had been watching you for a while. And oh no, actually no, you had made your way back to the building to try and break in and stay there for a while, and you guys had been tailed by Arya, who proceeded to tell you that you guys were idiots and to follow along to her house, and she would figure something else out better. She smuggled you guys out of the city, and in doing so, gave you a little side quest. Slash, you guys are now semi-employed with her, and doing favors under the table for the time being to kind of make it up to her for her basically getting you out of Omira. She sent you down to Mycie to check on a previous adventuring group that she had sent down there to do reconnaissance / extermination of some entity, creature, monster. You were unsure at the time. That seemed to have been seeking and killing the small children of this small town. When the previous adventuring group did not return and or make contact, she feared for the worst. Upon making your way to Mycie, you did a little reconnaissance within the town, learning that it seemed like on full moon events, this creature would kind of appear in town and the children would just walk off. Nobody knows why, nobody knows how, and some of the adventuring party had also not been seen when they chased the creature off the last time. You followed it through the river kind of upstream, and one of the party members, Nova, not ran into, but got a peek and a glimpse of this creature kind of hanging out in the trees and watching the party. As the party quickly made their way back to town, you noticed several traps that you almost ran into, and you realized that you were now being hunted by the creature that you were hunting. Upon making your way back to town, you locked yourself inside of one of the buildings, and in doing so, the creature followed you there and proceeded to taunt you within the building and kind of mess with your mental state. The group came up with a different plan and managed to talk all the children and the townsfolk into one building where you waited out the night to see what would happen. Suddenly a soft, almost melodic tone rang through the air, and certain party members found it hard to stay awake, falling asleep. Other party members managed to keep their eyes open and noticed people moving through the town in the distance, and when you went to check on the kids, they were gone. You made chase, catching 2 of the children in the field before they were able to get too far ahead, but one of the children made it to the edge of the woods and into the woods onto this candy cane pathway. You made chase, and as you made chase, you proceeded to slaughter these gingerbread men that ended up being ex-adventurers and children that looks like they had been
This is
robbed
the
of life.
candy cane forest.
Yes.
Happy cutting candy day, daddies!
You made your way through the candy cane forest to find a large, like opening, like a not a path, but what am I looking for? Like a grove type deal.
A clearing.
Clearing. Thank you. Where a giant, not giant, but a large candy house was, and you noticed this child running towards it, and a female figure standing off in the distance, and upon doing so and catching the child, you ensued in a fight. The party came out on top with some injuries and close calls, as Patience is now fighting at death's door, and the party is trying to get back to Mycie as quick as possible. The path that laid before you is gone, and you are just in the middle of the woods at this point, and that's where we left off.
Is it the same place that we were last night when we came to that little like lake clearing?
No.
So I think I had hoisted. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Nair, I think I had hoisted over my shoulder with KB's help.
Because you guys
And-
did not lift her up.
I think Axel.
Actually, no. I think Axel. No, was it Axel? That picked her
Axel
up?
was. I think Axel had patience.
Okay, because I know you guys were having issues picking up Nair.
Yeah. And I think we were already heading back hastily through the woods.
Correct. But you're not sure what direction you're heading.
Oh, good point. Axel, is there any way that you can sniff us back to my sea?
But like, has the glamour of this place been? Is it like normal?
Yeah, the moment you guys kind of like did your thing and looked up and looted and you know made sure she was dead, you turned around and everything was like you're just in the middle of the woods and in front of you is a broken down shack.
I'm dead. I can't say anything, but Shack.
So I'd ask Axel if he'd be able to sniff us back to my sea.
Yeah, let me see if I can't remember a notable scent. He'll try and focus on fucking that terrible ass smelling old lady back in town. See if you can't pick up a direction from that.
Or maybe Nair, since she would, I don't know, her smell lead you back.
It's worth a shot.
I would say God, I'm trying to debate here because dogs have a really good sense of smell, but I don't know how far.
Hyenas specifically, 'cause they might be a little different.
I would say with advantage because it is in your description that anything based on smell, as long as it is smell based, is an advantage.
6.2 miles.
I would say it's a pretty good distance.
You want me to roll perception or survival?
That's a hard one. I'm gonna say survival. Because perception, you're not technically looking for where you're going. You're trying to get a general gist of a direction.
Based on his senses.
Yeah, you don't know if you're going north, south, east, west. You don't know which way is which.
Okie dokie. 18.
Yeah. The smell is potent and nasty. You are able to pick it up and immediately realize that you were heading in the wrong direction. You were heading deeper into the woods. And you quickly stop, and the smell comes from like over your shoulder. At first you think it's Nair, obviously, you know, her being close. But as you kind of like move Nair out of the way, you notice the smell kind of lingers. It seems like it's a decent ways off, but you have a general direction.
Start heading that way.
And the woods are pitch black. Minus obviously the moon, but the moon with the canopy above, you're having a hard time seeing with it. Like you get every once in a while you get like a stream of moonlight into the woods, but very few.
Why are we going back? We need to get patients out of here.
I'm heading the right way.
We
Well,
don't
let's
know.
not waste any time.
This is the way we came from.
Trust him, Sophia. He knows which way to go. I'm gonna follow closely with Axel.
Okay.
KB, were you helping me hold Nair? Like holding up a leg or something? I know you helped me pick her up, but
I don't remember.
it was a while ago.
Yeah, we could say yeah. I remember rolling poorly for it, so I guess the two of us can.
I did too, though, so I think you're probably like helping.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You don't want to be making dying person noises because that's a death gurgle, and that means that you're already beyond gone.
It's called a death rattle, Ginge.
Death gurgle, same thing.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
Battle is the more metal.
But patient's breathing is getting very labored and short and few in between. Are you guys moving at a hastily speed, stealthy speed, or normal speed?
I would say definitely with haste because Patience
Yeah.
is dying, so...
Okay. So you guys are sprinting through the woods. Okay.
This
Exactly,
music
Mouse.
is fucking perfect. By the way.
Uncultured swine.
As you do look down at Nair too, she doesn't look the greatest either with that giant cut across her forehead where the kind of giant knot was. She is breathing, but she is kind of pale, and then the knot's turning black and blue. As you guys sprint through the woods, several moments later, seems like forever, you do reach the clearing of the woods.
Oh, the one that we had originally gone to? The
What?
clearing? Or we're back to my sea, or are we at the clearing?
Back at the edge of the woods where the start of the path was.
Ah, gotcha.
Yes. Because the moment you turned around, that clearing was like no longer there. It was just like a little hut and then like a small clearing. Like the
No, that were-
glimmer
once-
or whatever was done made it look much larger and completely different than what you were accustomed to.
Once I step out of the woods, I'll quickly turn back around and look at the woods and see what does it look like now. Does it still look like a
Woods. Just
like a-
dark.
I'll do a double take and
Roll perception if you want to.
no, I'm not really looking for anything.
Yeah,
Curious if the magic
it's
was-
just no, it's just complete like creepy woods in the dead of night.
It was
Like
an
he is.
enchantment. Super
Like when you
cozy.
get out and into the field before the town, you turn around and glance at the edge of the forest line, and it's one of those ones like for those of you who have ever been up at like the crack ass of dawn and gone hunting, it's like that. Like it's just nothing. It's like dead silent minus like the noise of an occasional predator or creature running through the undergrowth, and it's just dark. Minus where you are now because the moon kind of lights the field.
Well, let's get back to the temple. Hopefully Father Rupert can help Patience.
Hopefully we can get there in time. Trekking along
Okay,
on the
you guys-
path
seem
now,
pretty-
so we should be
Y'all
familiar
seem
with where
pretty
we are,
calm
right?
considering that I'm done.
You have to be calm. You're unconscious.
I mean,
Uh,
I
You have
am.
no choice.
I'm at death saves.
Yeah, you're the calmest one of all. What are you talking about?
uh,
Damn. So we're at the edge of the woods. How far are we from the chapel then?
You're still a decent ways. You
Oh,
guys are
shit.
at a dead remember, Strat covered that distance to those two children quickly because of his monkish abilities. Or her monkish abilities. But it's still it's like I would say like a football and a half field.
Oh.
It's a decent distance. Like at a dead sprint, you guys are making decent progress, but so like one thing that you notice is that Axel is keeping pace with your group instead of going on ahead. Because it's just the group. But yeah, you guys are running in one pack, but it's still a ways. Even at a dead sprint for your group, you've still got a little ways to go.
Are you insinuating that we are holding him back? And you could be going faster without us?
I don't know. You make that determination. I'm just telling you.
You fools.
Fly, you fools.
Why? That's what it is. Shame on me.
Fly.
Gandalf!
So you guys are at a dead sprint. Just out of curiosity, just roll a d20 for me, each one in the group, minus obviously patience. I'm just curious how fast you're, even at your dead sprint, how well you're doing. Okay. Which that's per the
no!
but that would be per the normal if Axel is keeping pace with the group.
How are we all rolling so low?
Yeah. You guys just got done having a really gnarly fight. You're winded.
And I'm carrying someone.
Yeah. So it's
A fly could sneeze on me and I would die.
Hope a flea doesn't fart when we get there.
I mean, we're just
so you guys are
continuing trucking along.
okay. So you guys are at a dead sprint and you're just huffing, like sweat, blood, gore. Well, for those of you that got fucked up, blood and gore. Axel, half of the his mane of fur is like coated in like lollipop syrup and shit. So
Oh,
it's like
no.
it's like stuck to the side of his face and head, but he's also got like some blood in it too.
The bubblegum
And-
cloud underneath the house.
It's pretty nasty, yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah, and he's got like sticks and some grass in it, and then like Patience is just covered in shit. So, Nova, can you roll me a d20? Okay, thank you. Okay. So you guys are just dead sprinting, huffing and puffing, and just sweaty. Patience stops breathing for a moment, and you're like, "Oh shit!" And you kind of stop, and Axel straight punches Patience right in the chest, and you watch like a deep breath again, and like Patience just starts breathing again, and you guys just keep running. And you're like, fuck. You look down, Nair at one point starts to get really, really, really pale. And you kind of like are like rubbing her chest like a puppy, you know, like you're rubbing the chest and like the top of the head and like avoiding the giant like, you know, open wound knot. And you make it to the town, to the main street. It's probably like 4 a.m. at this time. Like it's just crack ass of dawn.
If I get there first, I'm busting through the door.
The door is still semi-open from when you left it.
Great, I'm still gonna kick it open for effect.
Okay. You go to kick the door, and boom! Your kneecap like fucking folds inward because the door's
There we
obviously
go.
It opens outward.
outward.
Oh
So
my god!
you watch Nova like
Cut
all
me?
like
Come on!
he like Sparta kicks. She just like yeah, and Sparta kicks the door, and you just watch the knee fold like up, like straight fucking up and back, and Nova just oh fuck.
There's your 1
Shit.
HP.
No! No damage. No
You
damage. I
have
take
1
it back. I
HP?
take it back. I take it back. I take it back. I'm not kicking the
You
door.
can't take it back.
I'm
You
taking
can't
it
take-
back.
You
No.
can't take it back.
No.
There's no damage, but if there was, you'd yeah.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna run, walk / whatever behind Axel. I'm
You're
not gonna make any decisions moving forward.
You're hobbling.
I have more than 1 HP, but it's still scary.
But you make it to the door, you kick the door, and you all hear this, and you hear, and you watch this knee, and then you watch Nova like hobble behind Axel, and Axel kind of walks up like really confused and just like pulls the door open. And you guys,
Listen, I'm delusional, okay? We had a really weird fight. We're all like at death's door. Patience is
candy
dying.
drunk.
Nair's dying.
you
It
guys are
slipped in my memory.
you guys are greeted by a bunch of townsfolk with like pieces of chairs that have been broken off and made into like really pointy ends, and like like clubs of the ends of chairs. The pastor is holding like a chalice, like a club, and they kind of like
So-
greet you at the door, and they're like, ah.
It's over. It's over. It's done. Lower your weapons.
It's done. What do you mean it's done?
We
She's
found
gone.
the creature and it's gone. We defeated it.
The candles kind of all slowly start to get lit a little bit more, so it gets brighter, and immediately they just see this ragtag group, fucked up, half not fucked up,
What?
and just like covered in slime and gore, and holding two members.
We need a healer. One of ours and Nair both are not doing well.
I can do a little bit. I don't know how much I can do.
We need to lie them down.
Well, make haste, man. We don't have time to sit here and talk about it. Let's go.
We need 2 beds.
Which one first?
Patience.
Clear the beds. Clear the beds.
Yeah, we'll show them patience first.
Okay, so the 2 beds. Okay, so he goes over and, are you sure?
Sure
Okay.
what? Sure
So
that
he
she's
gets
dying?
down-
She's
He
dying!
gets onto his knees and begins to pray, and a holy light begins to take over. And as it does, like a warmth fills the room, and you watch as some of the wounds on Patience begins to close. And as it does, Patience, you are stabilized. You have 6 hit points.
You're doing better than some of us.
Yep.
Okay, we're
The pastor kind of stands up and he's just super sweaty, kind of pale, and he turns around and, does she require medical aid as well?
Yes.
I don't know if I have enough in me for another person. And her, like, Nair's breath are getting, like, kind of shallow and raspy.
I think she's okay for now. And we should find Ayla.
Do you have healing potions? Does anybody have healing potions?
It's too expensive for us to have out here.
Has anyone seen Ayla?
I think she's sitting in the corner. Ayla! Ayla? And you kind of look around, and Ayla's just, like, in a corner, just rocking back and forth.
I'm gonna once I see Patience doing better, I'm gonna run over to her.
Okay. She just, like, is talking to herself at this point, just back and forth,
I'll
If
kind of
she's
tap her in the
like-
back. Nair's fine. Nair's okay.
Here's, okay. I just the house, and
She could use you though.
she kind of looks at you, and she's just very empty-eyed at this point, and she looks over to Nair, and then she just kind of stands up and begins to, like, walk over and just, like, sits down next to Nair and, like, lays her head down on her chest and just kind of closes her eyes and begins to, like, play with the like the cuff of her shirt and just, like, rubbing it in between her fingers and just, like, holding it onto her head, and you could just hear her whispering something. It sounds like a prayer. You're not sure if she's out of the woods. The pastor is trying to heal, but you can tell that's all he had in him. Not very high level.
Stressed, but also a little relieved. I'm just gonna sit on the ground next to Patience's bed and let out a big sigh.
Patience at this point. Your consciousness does come back to you.
Where are we? Where am I?
We're back in my sea.
What the hell happened?
The house almost ate you.
Fuck. It's coming back. Everything hurts. Everything hurts.
I'm going to sit down. I do not feel well. And he
Let
sits
me-
down and he just looks very like sickly and kind of like just pale. You could tell that took it out of him. He kind of begins to nibble on like like some beef jerky-ish type dried meat, and just kind of sits by himself watching the group at this point.
Can I see the prayer you used?
Yes, it goes something like this, and he kind of begins to like instruct you a little bit on the prayer. But if you do not have an affinity towards the healing arts, it probably will not work.
I haven't tried this before, but it's worth a shot, right? I can do some simple stuff.
Please do try. I do not have the energy in me right now.
So, do you need help? I might be able to do something.
I'll cast Healing Word and heal for 6 HP.
Oh. The raspy breathing and the paled demeanor of Nair begins to fade, and a regular color does come to her, and the knot closes and begins to, like, the swelling goes down considerably. And the breathing normalizes.
Has Sophia cast a spell before?
No?
Yep.
It's the first time you guys see her do this.
Whoa. So what'd you
Yeah.
gonna do that?
It felt different. I read a little about it, and seeing someone actually do it, Sophia looks kind of excited.
The
I think
pastor
it-
kind of wide-eyed stares at you and just smiles.
That's incredible. I mean,
It's not much, but
yeah, but
It
just
worked.
think of what you could do now that you can do that. What else could you learn to do?
I want to talk to Father Rupert and see if there's anything else he can teach me. I'll never be an expert healer, but in a pinch, maybe.
Sorry, the music was super loud for a second. What'd you say? You say that again?
I'd like to learn a little from Father Rupert, see if there's anything else he can teach me. I'll never be
Cool.
a great healer, but a little bit can't hurt.
You might, like always, be just what I need. Huh. Well,
Um,
Thanks for not leaving me behind. Kind of turns and addresses the other three.
Well, we're a group, aren't we? Gotta watch each other's backs.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
mind
think-
link with Axel. You okay? You need anything?
Nah, I've taken worse.
Good. Maybe just a little bit of rest then.
And a wash basin. Get this
You need
gunk out of my
more.
fur.
You need more than a wash basin for that. I think Sophia has that spell that she used that helps clean stuff. Maybe she can do something.
Mm.
Just shave the dog.
Kill you.
He needs his summer coat. He doesn't need his
Yeah.
winter coat anymore.
Exactly. A little shave.
I'm gonna mind link with Sophia. I know that we're all a little worse for wear, but if you have anything left, I think we all could use a little bit of cleaning up. We can also always wait till tomorrow.
Oh, no worry. And as you say that, she kind of wrinkles her nose. You're right. Yeah, I'll start casting prestidigitation a few times.
It takes
Make some
several
improvements.
times for actual. Like every time you cast it, like the one section of like lollipop on the top of the head just like it like pops off and then goes like back down, pops off, and you're like, God damn it, trying to clean that one section. It just like doesn't want to let go. It takes you a little bit, and it finally like cleans out, and his hair like goes back to its normal like poof.
Well, I think that's the first time. The first time we did something and didn't fuck it up. Good job, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, we came out a little banged up, but I think we did pretty good. Got everybody back in at least mostly one piece.
I mean, I think everything's still attached. Because, yep. Those, yep. We're all good.
Well, an overwhelming success.
Now that Nair is stabilized and Patience is up and talking, I'm literally just gonna lay back on the floor and zonk out.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same.
Okay.
Maybe
you
we
guys
yeah.
just-
Y'all want to head to the room across the street?
Well, yeah, we could go back to our own house.
That sounds like too much work.
I think I'm good right here. Just lie down. Rest my eyes for a sec.
I'm gonna kick underneath Patience's bed because she's comfortable on a bed. I'm just gonna like bump it a couple times underneath.
What the hell is that for?
I
Got
don't
an
know.
injury here.
Maybe there's a gingerbread man under there.
Whatever you say, Sparkles.
Whatever you say, Twinkle Toes.
Fair enough. Good night.
Good night.
Patience has no energy for the bullshit.
No patience.
As the sun rises.
No.
So, everybody going to sleep?
I'll walk across the. I think the house we were in was just across the road, right? Because we could see
Yeah.
the.
It's very, very close.
I'll walk across and grab just bedding, pillows and blankets and whatever I can grab, and bring them back and tuck everybody in.
Aww, Kibbles. That's so sweet.
I would have stayed back with patience.
I mean, we all could have literally went to the house. It just, after all the running and everything, I was like, I'm just gonna lay here.
If I lay here, if I just lay here,
I want to spend.
with me.
and just forget the world.
I want
Yes,
to
Zach?
spend my first hour of light activity identifying that dagger I got from her.
Okay.
And waiting to figure out what the fuck this is.
Identifying?
I think Did I send you what it was already?
No, I've been waiting to find out what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been waiting a long time.
Are you casting identify or are you attuning to the item?
You can identify something in the period of an hour.
Really? I thought isn't that the casting time for the spell?
No,
Identify is like 1 minute.
Wait, am I stupid?
Yes.
no. Identify it is something, but he's spending
Jesus.
an hour identifying it.
Hold on. Is it? Why did I think it was a casting time of an hour?
Well, like if it's
No.
something you have to attune to, you can do it in an hour, but it identifies it,
Through the
right?
attuning process.
Right. So I think it's like, it's the same thing, right?
Something like that. It's been a long day. I'm sorry.
At the end of a short rest, the creature gains an intuitive understanding of how to activate any magical properties of the item, including any necessary command words.
There you go.
Hopefully, wizards won't sue me for violating their open license agreement. We're quoting them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, we better watch our asses. They might come for our like whole $10 that we got in revenue.
No. We're getting that. What was it? What was it, Diablo? It was it Evian
Oh yeah.
sponsorship?
The Evian sponsorship.
True.
the
I
stream.
forgot. You're right. They're
I had
coming
it
for our
saved
Evian.
here.
sponsorship.
God damn it, where was it? Yeah, they can suck me dry. That's what they can do.
Evian can suck you dry.
No, not them. Sorry.
Wow. Well, now we definitely aren't getting sponsored. All right, we're gonna. Okay, guys, change of plans. It's gonna be Fiji water.
No,
now.
it's OnlyFans.
We're not being what? No.
Yes.
Do
I
they
want an
sponsor
Only-
people?
I don't know, but I want it.
That would be.
We're,
You know
we're
what-
gonna
you know
be
what?
the only clans.
Yeah,
Oh
OnlyFans.
no. Oh no.
Ah. So,
That furry porn's gonna come in handy.
oh Jesus. Anyways, as you guys slowly begin to pass out, Axel, you taking the time to identify your said object, sleep comes to you. At first, amazing and the most restful sleep that you've had, obviously battered and bruised and fucked up beyond all belief. And as the hours pass, a dream comes to you. All of you.
I don't dream. Remember?
You do.
No, I don't. I literally
see.
physically can't.
Yes, you'll see.
Night.
A smile, 2 smiles, appear in your dreams, or your memories, or whatever it is that you have. 2 smiles. What do you think, Giselle? They got Retel. Yes, they did. Leon. They got Retel. Ah, but she was a lazy one. Ah. What do you think, Giselle? Well, we cannot be called the 3 great wishes anymore. No, Giselle. Now we must be the 2 great witches. We look forward to seeing your group in the future. You will provide great sustenance for us. That is fine. What do you think, Giselle? Ah, yes, Levan. Us great witches, we've been around for too long. But that is fine. The Shadow Witch and the Slime Witch live on. Ha 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 ha! Yes! And you go back to your regular dreams. Or those of you that do not dream. Fuck you too.
No, I'm saying that I literally can't.
That's fine.
I don't have dreams. Actually, it's like a sleep consciousness.
As the morning fades and the early afternoon comes, you find yourself rested, hurting, sore, fucked up, but
I
awake.
would have used my second hour of activity to wake up an hour. What?
Oh, I thought you were okay. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I would use my second hour of a long rest activity to wake up an hour earlier than everyone else.
Okay. What would you like to do for that extra hour?
I will leave the chapel and head a little ways into the forest.
Okay. Also, a question for you. How much health did you have before you rested?
17.
Okay. Previous to other nights and feelings from further on, a certain hunger kind of dwells deep down within you and almost like a growling.
Okay.
But
So
you head a little ways.
Why'd you
into
ask?
what-
Why'd you ask about the rest?
What's that?
Why'd you ask how much health he had before the rest?
That's none of your business.
Well, I just wondered if you like were making a
That's
change to
none of
the
your business.
long
That's
rest.
for me to know, and you to never find out, Bucko.
I was
Correct.
just asking if it was something I needed to consider as well.
No, because that was between me and Axel. This is the GM.
Okay, well, fine. Gosh, bite my head off, why don't we?
I'm just kidding.
You
Anyway,
need your last call, partner.
all right, Axel, you snap and you kill patients in the sleep.
True.
You all wake up and Axel's eating. Ah, you guys want breakfast?
In front of the entire fucking village that's still in the church.
Axel's just munching away. Just, goddamn, this is good blueberry. Oh.
Oh no.
So you head a little ways into the woods. What are you doing? And now with the sun out, you do notice pieces of the wood, like the forest that were kind of broken, like tree branches and stuff like that was snapped in half from you guys running back, and you can kind of see the path that you took into the woods.
I will take off my armor and my tunic and sort of leave them on a dangling tree branch as like an identifier of where I'm at before heading a little ways in, looking for a tiny bit of a clearing.
Okay, so butt-ass naked, you walk into the forest.
No armor, and then just no shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll get up to some personal activity. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I don't know what gnolls do. For all I know, you're finding other creatures. Anyways.
Wow, Ginge. This
I
is
don't
a
know what
family
else to do.
channel.
This is not a family channel by any means. Shape or
Christian
form.
Minecraft server.
I have made that very clear
Get out of here.
campaign 1 that nothing in here is PG or PG-13.
It's been exclusively a G-rated campaign thus far, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. It's definitely been PG.
You can say PG, but we have definitely gone to the drug realm. We have gone to I believe we've gone to the rape realm.
What? When
we-
did we do that?
I
when
think
you were
in
Oh,
this
that was
instance,
campaign 1.
Yeah.
yeah, I think in this instance, PG stands for pretty game for whatever.
Yeah. Pornographic graphic.
There you go.
That's my campaign. My mouth
my-
runs. So people here with us today, streamers, I just want to let you know that I have a filthy mouth and it runs. Whatever's up here just comes out. So enjoy my campaign. Welcome.
Yeah,
to the show.
whatever shit you're full of at the moment.
What was the conversation about anal and snakes last campaign?
No, 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 no. Why are we going there?
I don't want to know.
Moving forward. Moving forward.
God.
Just shut
I
up,
forgot about that.
or I will put you at disadvantage for the next 3 fucking sessions. I hate snakes. Hate them. Hate them.
Why did it have to be snakes?
I hate snakes. Hate snakes. Ugh. Anyways.
You don't like the danger noodles, Jin?
No, I fucking hate the danger noodles. Like, I will literally blow stuff up.
So Axel's getting up to personal activity, and we're not talking about this anymore. We're not talking
That's
about
how we
it
got off
anymore.
subject. So anyways, he's doing
cut
personal
off.
activity. The rest of you wake up, and you find Axel gone. And you have
Long
the run
rest.
of the town. Long rest,
Long
yes.
rest.
You guys have
HP.
all-
HP.
You guys all have your
HP.
long rest. The town is coming alive. You do notice people unboarding their houses. Kids are running around the streets again. The town seems to be kind of lively.
Well, I'll notice Axel's not there, and I'll look outside to see if I see him.
You do not.
I'm
I'll
gonna like
Oh.
scrunch my nose, like walk out of the chapel, and look down the roads a little bit.
Roll a perception check. You don't notice.
Kaz.
You don't notice Axel in the immediate vicinity. Like, you don't see Axel. He sticks out like a sore thumb. You do see some footprints kind of leaving the church, the chapel. But you kind of lose them about like 5 or 10 feet away from the front gate doors. And you're not really sure. You're not much of a tracker. So you're not sure exactly the direction. But you do notice that they do go out and not like into the chapel. So you're like, okay, well, it looks like maybe he walked out.
I'll walk in the direction I think they're going then.
Okay. You just kind of start to walk down the street.
Watching for the footprints until I can't tell anymore, and then I'm just gonna kind of look around.
About 15 feet out, you kind of lose the footprints, and it just kind of becomes trodden into the dirt and mud.
I'm just gonna stand there. I'm gonna put my hands on my hips and just kind of like look around, like where the hell did he go?
Just like momming.
Then I'm gonna walk back into the chapel and look around the chapel a little bit better. I know it was like one big room, but I'm gonna try to like venture around inside, see if like he's found the kitchen or I don't know.
You're just gonna walk around inside of the chapel.
Yeah, and I mean if I run into the priest, I'll ask him if he saw the Axel, and then I'll explain the knoll.
Okay. Well, everybody's in the main area of the chapel right now. Like, they're kind of, taking the blankets and all the stuff down, back to their houses. They're cleaning up, putting things back in their right order. Like, the pews kind of back into order and whatnot, so.
Oh, did I grab sending? Fuck, I didn't grab sending. Shit! Never mind. Well, I'm gonna walk up to the priest and ask, like I said, I'll ask him if he saw, or anybody if they saw the knoll or saw him leave.
No, we did not, see him leave this morning. I did not see him leave at all. Sorry, I think we were all sleeping.
What the hell? I'm gonna, like...
I specifically said I left my armor folded on a tree branch as an indicator of where I was.
Yeah.
And then I went farther in.
Yeah.
Oh, so I didn't... Did I not see the armor hanging on the tree?
With a 21 perception? How didn't you?
How dare you, Ginge?
She's in town. She didn't walk. I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
1 football field and a half, and you tell me to 21. You're just gonna be like, oh, there's some armor on those trees. Way the fuck over there. Got it. Makes sense. Makes total fucking sense.
Well, either okay. So we're
Didn't know you were part owl.
Neither
My
here.
bad.
It's fine. Neither here nor there. I'm gonna
Okay.
anyway go back outside and look
Okay,
a
yep,
little bit.
and
I'm gonna
see the armor.
No, so since I don't see him in town, I'll walk around up and down the streets, don't see him. Doesn't make any sense for him to be in somebody's house. So I'll maybe venture towards the woods a little bit to see if I can find him, or if at that point maybe I can see his armor.
Okay, so when you say a little bit, how much of a little bit are we talking? Are you
Oh,
walking
shit.
across the goddamn field, or are you walking like literally to the edge of the town where the edge of the houses are, and you're going? Yep.
So I'm gonna, because I don't know, I'm gonna follow those footprints to where I saw them stop, and then I'm gonna look towards the woods and just kind of look around, and I'm gonna shout Axel really loud.
All the people that are on the streets and like the kids and whatnot like stop and like stare at you, and then they continue on with their day.
I'm maybe just a little bit worried. So I'm gonna walk towards the woods now. Wondering, thinking maybe because we did want to search where we had the fight, and I said we would go back later when it was safer. So maybe thinking, oh, maybe he decided to go back in the woods. So I'll go back towards the woods from where we came out and see if I can. So I'll walk like all the way across to the edge of the woods.
Okay. It takes you a little bit, but once you get to the edge, yes. With a 21, you see Axel's armor bloodied, hanging in a tree with corpses. No, I'm just kidding. You just see his armor and what he left hanging on the tree there at the edge of the tree line.
At that point, you would probably hear, which sounds like, at this point, it's incoherable, but it sounds like almost like drill sergeant shouting.
Mating noises.
Shut the fuck up.
Drill sergeant?
Oh my god.
Oh, like. Okay, got it.
Very like commanding, sort of methodical tone.
And it's your voice, I
Yeah.
imagine. Okay. I'm gonna walk towards the shouting. How far into the woods are you?
After walking for like 30 seconds, it would probably start to get more coherent. You also hear like the sound of like something breaking the wind, like, and you start to hear Rok, Nana, Hatsi, Q, Young Haku. And you find him. He is jabbing quite hard at the air with Skelly. Looks like he's doing a set of rounds, or a set of reps rather.
Is this behavior he would have done before? I just thought about that. Like it would have been normal. Okay, so maybe maybe he's been back before and I haven't noticed that he's been off doing this before. I don't know, but I'm just gonna sit back.
You would have definitely recognized. You don't. It's probably null from what you can gather. You don't understand it, but it seems like counting.
Okay. I'm gonna stand back, listen, and watch for a moment because I'm curious.
He just continues going, takes a few deep breaths, like, and starts up again. Ichi, ni, son, and just keeps on going.
I'm literally like enthralled, and I feel like I don't want to interrupt.
Once he gets to what you can assume is like a multiple of maybe 10 or 5 or whatever, he drops Skelly very like tiredly and like, That's 400 that time. Not bad.
I'll walk closer now, so that he can see me. I'm not sneaking, like walking right up. Oh, so here you are.
His sort of ears perk up and he looks your direction. Oh, hey. Just trying to get some more practice in.
Oh, it looked good. I didn't mean to interrupt. I wasn't sure where you were, but I found your armor. So, sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. I probably couldn't have gone much more anyway, as he's like rubbing his spear arm. I managed to peak at 400 instead of 300 this time, though.
I'll be careful because soon you won't need anybody to help you in fights anymore. Gotta let us do a little bit of the heavy lifting.
Can never be too well trained.
It's true.
He says as he sort of unbelts one of the hand axes and whips it at a tree. And it misses. It misses. That's not correct. It's like, and the way he's sort of being sort of gruff about what he's doing, there's something he wants to talk about, but he's just more of the person to keep it in and instead of initiate the conversation. So he's just using this as distractive talk.
Oh, like when he's mentioning out of character. So when he's mentioning that you can never be too well trained, just kind of like dismissive.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll roll perception to see if I can pick up
Insight?
or insight to see if I can pick up that he's being dismissive.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would catch that. Or I
Depends.
guess that's more of a question. Is he trying to hide that he's being dismissive, or is it just like he's doing it because would it be easy to tell?
Very easy.
Okay.
He's very clearly, he has something he wants to say, but he's not going to say it if he's starting the conversation.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I would say with 13, you're able to pick up like his awkward advances and kind of like his, where most boys will stub their foot in the ground and look down. He's like, yeah, like throwing shit at trees and like playing with his weapons and like doing shit that he usually doesn't do, that much.
Got it. Is that all, or something you want to talk about?
His ears sort of tilt downward, and he walks over after like sighing a little bit. He walks over to a nearby log, sits down, and pats the seat next to him.
I will sit right next to him.
Back in the wastelands, we used a lot of weapons that cut. Most of our battles were won by blood loss rather than killing blows. It's sort of how we did things. But here, you have to worry about piercing armor and blunt force trauma. I don't know. I appreciate Chuckles and Skelly with all my heart. It's just, I wish I could wield the weapons of my homeland again.
So these aren't your normal weapons? Usually you use something else before? You said you used stuff that did more, like, bleeding. What did you use before then?
The first weapon Noel learns to wield is it's a sickle-like sword. It's only native to the wastelands. You might have heard of it. It's called a kopesh.
I think I remember hearing that when I was in Bellin. I think somebody had mentioned them before, or I'd seen them.
Single-edged curved blade. They make for really good cutters.
Then why don't you have one?
Well, like I said, we're not facing wasteland monsters out here. Facing stuff that wears armor and has to be knocked out sometimes.
But would you be happier using that kind of weapon, though? I mean, if you're worried about doing blunt damage or piercing armor, that's one thing. But if you're better with something else, it might have its advantages too.
Maybe. Or maybe I'm just getting nostalgic for no reason.
Well, why not have one? Even if you were in a fight where you don't need it, then at least you have it for times when you can use it. Why don't we get you one?
Maybe.
I'd
Are
like
there
to see
any,
how you wield it. I've never seen anybody fight with one before.
Say, guess the best word to be used would be a graceful art. I don't know.
Completely
Quite-
different than how you use the current weapons that you have.
Right.
Well, I can imagine that we're gonna head south at some point. I'd like to anyway. I don't see why we can't make a little trip and get you something that even if it's something that you don't end up using all the time, at least you have it and can use it sometimes.
Yeah. I think I'd like that. Are there any weapons native to your homeland?
Really didn't use weapons. Where I came from, our weapons were our mind. It's the only training we really did. That's probably why I had such trouble picking up Nair. I mean, she's a small child and I had the hardest time putting her over my shoulder. Not very strong, but I think my mind is pretty strong.
I think so too.
Is that all that's on your mind? Just missing home a little bit?
A little bit.
Well, like I said, we'll make a trip that way, I'm sure of it. And we'll do a little bit of sightseeing if we have to. You can show me around a little bit. I know what I saw was very limited and I didn't spend much time out in the wastelands because it wasn't very hospitable, but I'm sure there's some really amazing things to see.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Well, after that workout that you had, why don't we go get something to eat?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, I'm gonna get up and head back towards the clearing.
So, in the meantime, the rest of the group, what are you guys doing? I saw Sophia. One thing that you will notice while talking or trying to learn from Father Rupert is that he's incredibly weak. That one spell was pretty much his max for the day. He doesn't have really anything else more he can teach you off of that. He tries to kind of instruct you and tell you, like, some things he's seen, but it's not
Yeah,
greatly helpful.
I learned one other healing cantrip when I level, so I'll pick that up. But yeah, I'm not expecting to get much.
Yeah. You kind of show him the cantrip a little bit, and he's just like flabbergasted. It basically goes on and on about how you must be very gifted. In the 10 years that he's been doing this, he hasn't gotten any farther than what he's done now. So. KB, are you doing anything? KB is dead.
No,
Nope,
I
nope.
think I just, I would have slept, assuming that there was room like under the bed that Patience was in. I think I just kind of wake up, pack my stuff up, not knowing what we're doing, and just spend some time meditating in the morning, but waiting for everyone else to kind of make a game plan for the day.
Okay. Patience.
I mean, I guess throughout that time that Nova and Axel were off in the woods, Patience would have been doing some light working out, trying to get back to normal, but it's probably a bit of an effort considering that her entire body is just like, ugh.
Yeah, it hurts pretty bad.
Ooh. Can I add something really quick?
Go ahead.
So before reaching the clearing, I'm going to actually stop. Hey, actually, remember when I mentioned we could go back and check for anything that we might have left behind?
Yeah.
You want to go do that now before everybody is up and ready?
At that abandoned shack?
Yeah. See if there's anything there worth having or anything interesting.
Sure, why not?
We don't need to bother them with that. Plus, if we find anything, then we can keep it.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm gonna grin or kind of smirk more, I guess, and then
Rogues.
say, "Can you find your way back? It looked completely different when we went in last night."
I think so.
Y'all are chaotic klepto.
I'll lead the way.
Roll a nature check. Or survival. Sorry. With advantage since she's helping you.
Oh, thank God. 16.
Oof, that was almost bad.
Yeah. Wandering the woods for days. Okay. In the meantime, the rest of the group, you hear outside motley crew, fucking idiots.
Ginger's motley few.
Whatever, motley few.
Right, jeez.
Motley few, fucking idiots. I'll have a gram for you. Is there a motley few here?
Fucking idiots.
I think the fucking idiots. That's us. We're here.
That's gotta
Yeah,
be from Arya.
who wants to know?
I have a letter from Lady Aura.
Called it.
He
Right.
hands it over to you. No. Or whoever first comes out and grabs it.
Probably
Patience.
me or KB.
Go ahead.
Okay.
If
All right.
Patience grabs it, I'll quickly grab it out of Patience's hand.
Okay. Thank you. And he takes off and runs back in the opposite direction he came from.
Got a letter for you. Your eyes only.
All right,
Looks like that's it. Gotta run.
got her on.
I'll kind
I
of
got-
grab it out of Patient's hand. I assume she gives it to me. But I guess. Big presumptuous.
Lets out a little hey.
Oh,
Hey.
you can read it. Go ahead.
Nah, you're better at that.
And the diss.
I'll start reading it out loud.
Okay. Fucking morons. Well, I assume if you're reading this, you've hopefully done fucking something. I doubt it, but one can be hopeful. Please respond soon. I'd love to know what happened to the other group of misfits I sent in that direction. I hope you have succeeded. But on the flip note, we have some complications here in Omira. You've really stirred up the hornet's nest and pissed off some higher up assholes. I've taken it upon myself to throw these scents to the winds. Here's 500 gold. Make yourself scarce for a month. Then make your way back this way. In the meantime, enjoy yourself. Don't fucking do anything else that I wouldn't do. Don't sign any contracts with other fucking people. But enjoy yourself. Yours truly, Arya Demar, the Banshee. ...
Wait.
PS,
How much gold?
500.
This was in character.
Yeah, we'll get to that. ... Oh wait, there's a
P-
little more.
P.S. Stay the fuck out of the Shattered Veil. But have fun.
Well, she's as I'll like fold up the letter and kind of. Well, she's fucking impatient. She complains we haven't done anything in what, 4 or 5 days, and then says we can't come home for a month. Well, so we had glad to hear. And that we
Wonder
did
what-
something.
Wonder what she meant by the whole thing about us stirring the pot.
We told her. That's why we wanted to get out of there.
Yeah, but
I thought she understood, but maybe she didn't quite realize. Nah, I thought she was smarter than that. She's learning.
if only we could have killed our old buddy back there. Then he wouldn't have blown our fucking cover.
He's stronger than we thought.
I was a
But we'll be
think that-
stronger.
I was dumb to think that we could do anything but run.
We hadn't fought anything like that before. But now we have.
Exactly looking forward to our next meeting.
Well, no. But look, with 500 gold, that's more gold than I've ever seen him.
I didn't even know
Or
there
at
was
least that
that.
I've had.
I didn't even know there was that much.
It's 100 trades of us. I've traded with people with that kind of money, but we get the scraps. And I'm gonna start counting out 100
any-
gold for each
Not
person.
anymore.
And putting 100 gold, giving 100 gold at one.
You know, we couldn't take a little bit off at the top of the portions of the other two, you know, since they're not here and all.
I want them to trust us.
Ah,
100 gold, we don't need that much. I see your point. But they're with us now.
So you got a good heart.
I'll
But it's really
take
fucking annoying sometimes.
I'll take 25 from you for my 100, and I'll give the other 75 to Patience and Sophia. Give it back. Say I don't need this. If you like it, you can have it.
Well, yes, thank you.
Okay. Thanks. I guess.
I'll give you
seem,
50 and I'll keep 25. If this is what she pays though when she's upset with us, and she thinks we failed, I like where this is going.
So okay. So there's 100 plus. How much did you give? You gave us
I gave you-
75.
I gave you 50 Patience.
Oh.
And cut 25.
Okay. Got it.
I'll say to Patience, you put in a lot of work yesterday. If one man has gold that he didn't earn, then another man has worked for gold that he didn't receive. So you can have that piece of my share.
Cass is back. Diablo, can you repeat that?
It's if one man has gold that he did not earn, another man has worked for gold that he did not receive.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened after
Damn, that's canon.
all that. Thanks. Yes. She just kind of stands there sort of awkwardly.
You earned it. You enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, what do we do now?
Well, we have 50 days before we can return.
Kind of a long time.
We've never been this far south before. There's so many places down here. We could go to Bear. We talked to the people that were traveling from Bear.
It's true. In anywhere farther away from her than we are now is, a good idea.
Let's send a letter back, just letting her know that we received her message. We've rid the town of what was plaguing it. Out of character, I don't remember if we learned what happened to the other party that came here. Did we ever see them?
They were
Yeah,
inside
they were
the
in the-
gingerbread men.
They were.
Oh, that's right.
Father Rupert is in contact with an area. It might be better for him to respond.
Shouldn't we send back some sort of proof?
That's a good idea.
Did
Well, let's double check. I'll check with Father Rupert. I've been working with him. I'll make sure that he sends a letter back. It's probably best if the letter was intercepted, it wouldn't lead to us being here.
Yeah, that's smart. You can just let her know that her her help was received and did the job. She'll know.
minimal casualties and no fatalities.
The fucking idiots did their job.
Yeah.
I'll track down Father Rupert.
He's just sitting inside. He looks like he's making like a big pot of stew or something for the townspeople.
He had a chance to let Aria know about what happened here.
Of course, I can do that. Would you like me to write to her?
We would, if we may. I would prefer that the letter did not state what happened. I'd like it to be. I'd like us to remain hidden here for a bit.
Okay. He gets like a piece of parchment and a quill and kind of tips the end of it into ink. What
So-
would you like me to write?
How about the problem here has been solved.
Begins to like quill out.
And I'll chuckle. You can thank the fucking idiots. Yeah, that will work.
Oh, fucking idiots. Okay.
Oh, it's a joke. Don't worry, she'll get it.
I see. Is there anything else you would like to add?
No, I think that's good.
Okay. He like folds it over and pours a little wax on it and stamps it. It'll be a little while before our carrier comes around, about a day or two, and then I will send this out.
No worries.
If that is fine with you guys. All right. Is there anything else that you need of me?
It's been a pleasure being here. You've been very hospitable.
Most welcome. We greatly appreciate what you have done for the town and for the children here. As you can see, we were plagued with something that we weren't ready to deal with.
It's a look.
Yeah. Well, luckily for you, we were ready. So, you're welcome.
See. I thank you very much. The town is grateful. This is all we could get together, and he kind of holds out like a small little like pouch. It's about 50 gold. We would like you to have it. We appreciate what you've done for us.
I'll reach out and I'm gonna reach underneath his hand and kind of fold it up over the money.
Oh, Longshot
You need
D&D,
to-
thanks for the raid. Welcome in.
Raid. Hello,
Let's
welcome
go.
back. He looks
You
at
need it
you
more than we do.
very questionable. Are you positive?
The lady has paid us for coming. You use that money to help the town rebuild.
I greatly appreciate. Once again, thank you. Your group is always most welcome here. Fucking idiots, I assume.
It's just a nickname Aria's given us.
Yeah, that's like our call sign. Yeah. Something that they say when they don't want to refer to us directly. You know. But we're actually the Mali Few. Remember the name.
That name is much better. Fucking. I was a little worried that your true
Pretty-
name was
pretty
fucking.
fucking-
It's
Pretty fucking metal, right?
Yes. I don't know what that means, but yes.
Pretty fucking metal.
Feels right. You don't know what it means, but you just
Yeah.
know it feels right.
Yeah, it's like something you can't put in the words.
earned her patience and gave it. Well, let's regroup once Axel and Nova comes back. Let's side do we want to go next?
Do you think? Well, you guys didn't get a chance to, you know, pick through the spoils, did you?
No,
What-
we rushed you back.
The forest is no longer magical. It's back to normal.
All back to normal?
It appears so. I don't really want to go back there. It's magic I was unfamiliar with. I hope I hope we
Definitely a
don't have
trip.
to. I hope we don't have to face anything like that for a while. And you'll see Sophia kind of avert her gaze as she says that.
Speaking of, how did you guys? How did you sleep?
Well,
Yeah, as well as can be. I'm fit as a fiddle. Does a stretch, feels a little like just pinch. Ah, oh,
Sophia's
Yeah.
awkwardly just staring at the ground.
fiddle.
Slept okay, but I had a dream, and I think I can recognize by now the difference in a. And TB will sort of like lean into Sophia in patience and say, I can speak with you in our minds as we've done before. So I think I could tell the difference between a dream and a message. And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I had a dream that was a message.
You did dream about the same things. We had the same dream? How is...
Couple sisters, I assume sisters.
So you did?
Yeah, I thought they
Guess-
were
guess-
brothers.
Well, the Gazelle and Lavon?
Yeah, that sounds
It-
familiar.
It kind of seemed like maybe we just defeated one of them. And
The
we'll
third
have-
one was our friend in the woods. Right?
That's what I was worried about. I agree. The
It is
Shadow
kind of
Witch and the
weird that we
Slime Witch?
all. It is kind of weird that we all seem to have like, the same thing, but couldn't it just?
How
be a
is that
coincidence?
possible? No, but I'm with KP though. It felt like a message. It felt like they were talking to me. But dreams don't usually work like that.
It's some pretty fucking weird dreams. So, the bar is kind of high.
Now,
I thought magic was simple. I learned some stuff, and all of a sudden, the Nova can read minds, KP can speak in our heads, and now dreams can be the same throughout people, and I don't understand any of it. So it's giving me a headache.
Well, if you're lost, then I don't know. I mean, wow.
usually, magic people that travel in threes are usually weaker when they become two or even one. But instead of being intimidated, these two went out of their way to reach out to us. So I'm not sure that's the case here.
I think
He said
they're
we will
issuing a
provide-
challenge.
We will provide sustenance. But the
Yeah.
one that we defeated wasn't that strong. With the 5 of us, we were able to fight it. So we almost lost one of us. But we'll be more prepared.
Yeah.
I guess
we'll
I
have to
didn't realize I didn't realize we were fighting a witch. I mean, of course there was magic involved but
I hadn't thought of it at the time, but it makes sense.
it does. We fought the witch and won.
Kind of epic.
Yeah, I'm just
How many
worried
people
about
can
the
say
others.
that they've been able to do that? Not too many.
You're
It's
cutting
a
out,
story
right?
to tell.
Am I? Fuck. Yeah. How's that?
Better.
Better. I don't remember what I said. Go ahead.
Well, let's see if Nova and Axel had the same dream and came to the same conclusion. But if we all had it, it almost has to be real.
Yeah.
And we have. I wonder if there's any other towns that are having the same thing that my sea is going through.
Yeah, I think the big question are where are the other two, and how are they reaching us? Can they see us?
They know about this. Do you think they learned about this from the ones we just fought?
I think so.
I've read about being able to see things through other people, or maybe they just communicate over some sort of magic spell. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Shit's
don't know.
beyond me.
It's beyond all of us, I think.
Well, I mean, if we just barely beat one, is it really that good of an idea to go looking for the other two? I mean, I'm itching for a fight, but
We just got paid 500 gold for doing it, and she hadn't even realized we had done it yet.
that is true. It's true.
But I don't want to come close to losing you like that again.
You're not getting rid of me that easily.
Hmm.
You worry about that. Besides, I'll know better for next time. Next time, I ain't going down.
All right. Axel and Nova. After about a half hour or so, you find yourself walking a ways, but you do come to a clearing, small clearing, and you notice this very beat down, like shack-looking thing, and you can see where around it, the dead individuals from the gingerbread that you kind of busted out, and the witch creature on top of the house had like burned an indent and her body has dissolved. But you seem to have found the location where you guys had the battle.
That was gonna be one of my questions, because we fought gingerbread men before we got to the house too. Would we have come across those bodies?
You would have.
Okay. So before we get to the clearing with the house, upon coming across the first bodies, I'm gonna stop and look at them. We can't leave them here like this. Do we Do we bury them? Do we bring them back to the town? I know some of these might be people from the town. Maybe they're wondering if they've been missing. They may want to have... I mean, they may want to do something, you know, or like bury them or something. I don't know. Like, what should we do?
I mean, it's going to take a lot of work, but I can fish them all out of there and carry them back if you want.
Or maybe it would be better to bring people with a cart back? I don't want to make you do all the work of trying to drag people through the forest either. Because there's a few of them and it's going to be multiple trips.
That's a good idea. Someone's got to have a wheelbarrow around here. Tell them where they are, and they go get them themselves.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Okay. So after deciding that we're gonna inform the townsfolk where to find these individuals, continue walking to the clearing, and then you said we see the scorched house. I'm gonna walk up to it and inspect. Actually, is there any possible way to get inside the house still, or is it pretty much crumbled?
It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty fucking crumbled. And actually, as you get closer to the house, you realize it was never really a house at all, but a giant ass mimic.
Oh damn!
Like as you get close and you go to open the front door, you open it and it's just like intestines and like rotting flesh, and the smell is just disgusting.
I should have known because I had been inside that thing before.
Correct.
Blech.
Right.
I'm gonna kind of, I don't know, look around it, see if I can find anything noteworthy.
Roll perception, or you can roll with advantage if Axel is helping you.
Yup.
Sweet. My perception is... It's at a +2. What's yours?
+4.
Maybe you should do the searching.
Yeah, he'll yank Skelly off his back and start to sift through.
Okay.
17.
Okay. You find as you kind of go through the muck and everything, Axel gets a little more nitty-gritty than you do and kind of digs through the mimic a little bit. You do dig through some of the individuals that had passed away. You find like odds and ends, like a crossbow. You find a short sword. You find like some leather armor. That's just really, really, really torn to shit. Like it's just pretty much not even usable, and the sword looks to be broken. And you find probably like a total of like 5 silver. But you do find 2 things. You find a pair of gloves, like leatherish type gloves, and you find a locket.
Ooh. I'm gonna open the locket. Is there anything inside of it?
Just like a bunch of like inscriptions, like stuff that you're just having a hard time reading. You get the gist that you kind of either have to attune to it or identify it.
I'll look at Axel. I'm gonna see if I can find anything out about this. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna
Oh!
pack.
Items. I completely forgot as we were rushing back. I found starts to fish it out. I found this thing on the a hag.
I'm gonna smirk at him. You managed to get yourself an item while we were rushing out and all that?
Yeah, when I was retrieving my axe from her, I found that she had that in her pocket.
Well, well.
I tried to figure out what it did last night. I think it would be pretty useful for you. He sort of thumbs it like he's flipping a quarter towards you.
I'll take it. It's perfect
do
because
find
I'll replace my
one
other
more
dagger.
item.
Oh,
As
sorry,
you
go
were
ahead.
searching through one of the dead individuals, you find I don't know, like a ring, like a ring box, like a little bit bigger than a ring box. A square lead like a lead encased square, and when you shake it, you hear something in the center of it.
Okay.
Is it like completely sealed? Is it possible to like crack it open?
You could try. Seems to be completely sealed.
I'm gonna like thumb around on it, see if I can find it, and then I'm gonna hand it to Axel if I can't open it.
Yeah, I'll attempt to crack it open.
Are you taking a weapon to it? Or are you taking just like you're just gonna try and like with your hands pry it open? What are you doing?
Yeah. I've had to open fucking glass bottles of Coke with my hands before. It's hard, but you could do it.
Well, it's completely sealed. It seems to be like when you look at it and you turn it around, it looks like it's like one formed square, and then you like shake it and you hear something in the center.
Yeah. I don't want to break something if it's fragile on the inside. What do I have here?
We could always look at it a little bit later too.
Yeah, that's true. The gloves. Is there anything special about the gloves? Just looking them over.
They just seem like leather gloves. You're not sure. They might be.
Stow those away too.
Okay.
Well, I think that's everything.
I'll also help Axel collect the weapons, even the broken sword.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll grab a few. I'll put the locket and the. Do you want me to hold on to the little square, Axel, or do you want to hold on to it?
I'll hold on to it.
Okay. And then I'll let you hold on to the gloves too. So I'll just grab the locket and then the dagger that he gave me. Put those in my pack, and then I'll hold or onto or collect the crossbows and the sword.
Yep.
All right. I suppose we should head back. They're going to be suspicious why we're missing.
Yeah.
And then we'll just make sure to tell people how to get to here to retrieve the, I don't know, family or adventurers that are out here.
He'll nod.
And I'll head back.
And Axel, you would know enough to stash the bodies in a certain way, because you know that it's going to be probably a little bit of time before somebody gets out and gets to these bodies, and scavengers, nighttime predators might have their way with the majority of this bodies, I should say. So, but it takes you probably a good 30-ish minutes to get back into town, through the woods. You recognize the environment, well enough that you are able to make your way back. And you guys come through the clearing at the edge of the woods, and you see the town kind of bustling about, and everybody's out running around, and, takes you a little bit to get back, but you end up making your way back to the edge of the houses, and you're kind of staring now at the chapel here to your right, and then kind of the rows of houses and the main street in front of you. And you do look ahead, and you see the group kind of standing there, and they seem to be reading some kind of letter and talking to one another.
I'm gonna walk up to them, crossbows and sword in arms. Oh, good morning, everybody.
Ah,
Feeling
there you
rested?
guys are. Where the hell were you?
Well, went to make sure that we could find our way back to where we were last night. Found all the fallen individuals, so I'll let Father Rupert know where they are so that they can retrieve and properly bury the bodies. And then we went to see if everything disappeared, since most of it seemed to be some form of enchantment. And it was just a kind of broken down mimic creature. And we just kind of collected what we could find.
Well, we were just talking about you and had some things we wanted to go over.
Okay.
We got a letter from Arya, and I'll read into my pocket and pull out some gold. She actually sent us this. After calling us fucking idiots, she decided that she actually wanted to pay us something. And so she gave us 500 gold. So it's 100 gold for each of us. I'll reach out
500
200.
gold? She gave it for what?
Well, I'll get to that. And I'll put up both my hands, one towards Axel and one towards Nova.
I'll take the 100 gold.
Yep.
See, I don't think Arya quite appreciated the reason that we had to get out of town so fast. She seemed a little caught off guard, but she explained that things have sort of, in her words, bubbled over. And we're not supposed to return for a month. And so she gave us this to help keep us afloat till then.
Wow,
So
so
what
she
now-
gave us money without even knowing that we did the job.
She thinks we're fucking idiots, is what she said. She's honestly used fucking in about every other word. She's quite upset. So we're on our own and we were discussing what to do next. We did have one question. The three of us realized we had the same dream last night.
So out of character, Ginge, I need to understand what form those witches talking came through, because if they inserted something into a dream, I would not have gotten it. If it was sent via like a message,
Something to that. Think of it more of like just kind of like a subconscious link. You know what I mean?
Okay,
It
okay.
might not have been a dream, but like enough to where they kind of invaded your mind to kind of speak to you.
Okay, then okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the witches speaking? You mean?
So you had it too.
Yeah. Very odd. Usually don't. I mean, I hear. Anyway, very odd. Not something I'd experienced before.
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
I don't think any of us quite understand it, but the two that are left, they certainly seem confident. Even
Well,
though we just killed one of theirs.
I would say within the dream, not only the confidence, but you guys did get the gist of like old and powerful. Like
Yeah.
almost like the individual they were talking about was much younger than they were.
well, if they want to taste, let them come.
But we don't even know how to find them. And yet they were able to speak to us. They knew who we are. They could speak to us. They knew what happened here. Like, I think they're way more powerful than we are. And the one we just defeated.
Yeah.
But like I was saying,
I
we
don't
have
know.
30 days or a month or so before we can return to Omira. Did you have any thoughts on where we should go next? I did have Father Rupert write a letter to Arya. She was curious what we had been up to.
Oh, Good. At least she knows that we're not dead and that we did what we were supposed to do. Maybe she'll send more gold.
Nova's one, weakness.
Yeah. Maybe.
Let's be real. It's every D&D character's one weakness.
I don't know.
Now, to be fair, Morn did not give a shit about gold.
And it
Or
seems
he-
like KB
Fuck.
doesn't.
Right? KB
That
doesn't.
much.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's that KB doesn't care about gold. I think it was more he didn't feel like he earned it.
Mm.
Well, since we're getting paid to go on vacation, we can always head somewhere to maybe find some more work, or maybe Arya will find us again, find something else for us to do.
I was thinking maybe Bayar. Maybe we ran across the people from there on their way south.
Where?
Bayar. It's to the south.
Are you talking? Oh, Bira? Nobody would technically. Nobody goes to that village, and nobody really comes out of it.
Bayar.
Oh, Bayar. Oh, okay. In that case, sorry. Yeah. I'm all for
The
going
ones in the
south.
Twilight Guild. Could be worth checking out. Patience and I have never been this far south before.
Yeah, I think it would be a great idea to go south.
Yeah, further away from Omira and Dalar.
Which is probably
I
better
mean-
considering the state that we left Omira in.
If Arya's just going to save this gold, I don't see any reason to ever return to Romira. It really wasn't that nice of a place. But a
I
place
would
like my
imagine-
city where they don't have that much compared to some of the people in the big cities, but they all care for each other. It's much more of a place I'd rather live and study than some of the things I've seen in the big cities don't really make me want to return.
That makes two of us.
And I imagine these other witches are going to be an issue at some point, but I would think seeking them out right now probably isn't a good idea. I think we got really fortunate that we made it out of this last fight, so we probably want to harden ourselves up a little bit before we go looking for another fight with them.
I agree. I think we should spend some time here helping retrieve some of the stuff from the forest. And then we can discuss. Or head out in a couple days or so. I could use some rest though.
Axel, do you want to help me find who these weapons belong to so we can return them?
Might as well.
And then I'll maybe we can get since it's early, maybe we can get a group together to go and retrieve those bodies, but I need something to eat. I'm going to go inside of the chapel where the soup is being made and chat with Father Rupert.
Okay.
I'm going to tell him about the people we found in the forest and that there's several and that we're going to need some way to help bring them back to town.
I will gather some of the men here in town, and we will figure out a burial crew per se. And we will gather the bodies up and have them prepared and last rites given. Are you wanting to stay and help, or are you planning on leaving soon?
We can help. We also found some weapons on some of the people that had passed and wanted to return them to the families they belong to.
We can try and figure that out. We can send them back with their bodies when we have them transported back to Omira or the place of their birth. Yes,
Thank you.
not a problem.
I'm gonna put the weapons over to the side for now. Then.
He kind of. Been there, done that, KB. He kind of like clears an area out in the corner of the room and kind of helps you set down like some of the weapons and items. So I will come and retrieve you. We'll once I get the appropriate individuals and we will fetch the bodies.
Thank you. Sounds good. In the meantime, can I grab some of the soup that you made?
Help yourselves. Of course, you are the saviors of my sea. If there's anything else we can do for you, please let us know. As we are greatly appreciative.
I'm gonna dish up 2 bowls of soup and bring one to Axel.
Okay.
Soup
Anything
is
else?
good.
I was gonna say, anything else you guys are doing?
No, that's it for now.
Does the chapel have a library, or does my sea have a library?
No. Unfortunately, you do ask, and he shows you a couple books, but they're pretty much like holy books and then children's like little one-offs type deals, but nothing that nothing that you pick out really well, or that would help you, I should say. I just noticed something, and it's bothering me now.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no.
Fuck.
What's wrong? What is it?
Look at the bottom right hand of my map.
Hey. What am I supposed to be seeing?
I'm missing a whole damn city and a whole area.
Oh shit.
Alright, well, I'll find that later. I'll fix it. I'm on Fiverr looking for the order to see if I'm missing that one corner. Yeah. That's fine.
Favor.
Anyways, about an hour later, Father Rupert does come and gather those of you that are willing to help go back into the forest and gather the bodies. He does have 2 other guys with him. It takes probably the better part of the rest of the day. It's getting to be about dusk at this point. You guys help them get the bodies back. You help him get them into the chapel, and you watch as he kind of prepares and preps the bodies, per se. You notice like heavy wounds, and there's like the female half elf that you bring back. She's like, the fingers were all bit off, like on both hands. All the fingers are gone. The male half orc that you bring back, he is missing all of his toes, and he's missing all of his major organs.
Oh.
And the human male is missing his eyes, tongue, and all of his inner organs as well.
Lovely.
The bodies? Did we go back to get the bodies?
Yes.
I would, after eating soup, I would have helped locate or bring them to where they are and help bring them back.
Doesn't take horribly long. But at that point, you're getting into about the dusk type era, and you notice Father Rupert as he's finished cleaning and preparing and aiding the bodies, kind of walks up to you guys' group as you guys are cleaning off yourselves after helping with the preparation. We've gathered the mothers here in town, and the children have gathered food today. We would ask if you would stay for a celebration supper with us. We have a couple vats of ale and liquor that we've made here in my sea, as we are going to be a brewing town. And so you have allowed us to settle in and make our wares. The people here are internally grateful to you and your crew, and we are wondering if you would like to celebrate with us tonight before you leave tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't ready to leave quite yet anyway, so we'd love to stay.
Perfect. Well,
Yeah, I
please
hope I'm
join
not
us.
speaking for all of us.
Oh, you had me at beer.
Well, come taste. And he turns around, and as he turns around, you guys helping with all the preparations and focusing on the chapel, you turn around and the entire street is lit up with these like red and gold lanterns that are lit. Like every house has like 4 or 5 of them in the front of the house, almost like Christmas lights. And they go down the whole road, and there's like 2 fire pits cooking these giant wild game creatures out of the woods. And you see like fruit plates and like these tables that have like displays. It's actually pretty extravagant for this small ass town. And you do see at the very end 2 kegs mounted up high, about face height, and they're both corked. And people are pouring drinks left and right into big into big mugs.
Where did all this come from?
We
Oh,
pulled out the
that-
best. We've kind of lived sheltered for the last several months now since we've tried to settle out here. The stream in the river here that flows into the Siren Bay is actually some of the cleanest water, and because it rubs up against the Shattered Veil, it has a like rejuvenating essence to the drinks. And so we figured we would settle here and use the stream down the way a little bit to actually brew our beer. So, please join us. This is the first time we've had fun in a while. Please. And he turns around and kind of puts his hand on your back, and you watch as Father Rupert goes from the very like dignified, sad individual that he was to kind of this like chipper, happy, like more talkative, let's go have fun type person. Now, what is itching my nose? And as he leads you to the table, the first thing you notice is Nair is standing up on the table pouring casks of alcohol for people and just handing it out.
There we go. This music, it's much better.
There. The drinks are handed out to the entire crew. You guys are given pig and like this wild boar that's actually seasoned really, really well. The alcohol is like fruity, and when you drink it, imagine working out in like 110-degree weather all damn day, and you crack open the coldest beer and take that first big swig. Every drink is like that. Every drink is like that. You just are just like, it's refreshing, and something about it just makes you feel light on your feet.
Man,
It's
you were not kidding about this stuff.
Ah, good thing you're going into brewing business. I'm gonna knock one back.
Yes, my my sect and our god that we believe in, we actually come from a brewing type faith. We like our alcohol and we like to brew it. It is a cleansing agent for when we fast. And these people I've known for a while, and friends and family of ours that kind of have joined in on this. But we haven't quite come up with a name for our brew yet. So before the night is up, maybe you can help us pick some names.
Scorpion
The Motley Brew.
tail.
Yes.
So what you're saying is in honor of you. Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, we're gonna have
No,
alcohol
that's
named
the
after us.
best
Oh my
one.
god.
The most nervous roll of the whole
Not even the Lone Rangers.
Can I
had
help?
that
Can I
already.
help? I'm gonna be standing behind. I'm gonna be standing
Oh,
behind
shit,
Sophie,
no, I
being
still have
like,
I
absolutely.
still have my important rolls. I rolled a 19 on that.
Okay.
Important
let's
roll.
check
That's
the
a
names.
24.
The Motley Brew. MB Brewing. MC.
Got a nice ring.
Brewing.
You just gotta make sure you just gotta make sure you spell it right.
It's Motley Few. F-E-U.
It's no, it's the U with the umlaut and then the
It's
E.
really the umlaut.
Motley
Yeah.
Few. M effing Brewing.
M-effing Brewing.
I like it.
Motley
Yes.
Few Brewing? That has a ring to it.
I'll run it by the elders of the town and we'll see. I do like the sound and the ring of it.
Listen, we'd be forced to come back here all the time to celebrate.
He holds out his hand. If it's a promise, then you've got a deal.
And look at Sophia, since it was her idea, she should shake on it.
And he kind
Oh.
of turns and hands out. He puts both hands out, like one towards Sophia and one towards Nova.
I'm gonna look at
Yeah.
Sophia and
Oh.
nod.
I'll reach out, kind of in unison with Nova.
I'm gonna grab his hand too.
Motley Few Brewing it is.
Well, I think that calls for another one of these.
Tap another keg and let's have some fun.
Oh yeah!
And the drinks flow as the Motley Brew flows.
I love it.
The spirits are high. Everybody feels incredibly good.
Nova's getting trashed tonight.
Anybody want to do anything else before the end of the night?
Get trashed.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna smile at Patience and be like, "This is living."
Oh yeah. Yeah, this reminds me of never mind. She just kind of clears her throat and just trails off.
I'm gonna lean on Axel. What's it like for Knowles to be drunk? What does it feel like?
I don't think you want to know. I think I'll seclude myself to light drinking tonight.
Come on, Axel, you gotta kick your shoes off.
Axel,
Get-
Axel.
You gotta kick your shoes off and live life.
Come on, for such a big dog, you sure are. Little
Patience. Shush. She like puts her finger out to Patience and puts it at her mouth. Shh. You don't yell at him.
Guys, we all know it's true. Come on.
No. I'm telling him to kick his shoes off. Shush.
I'm doing the same thing. What are you talking about?
You know sweater shoes?
Listen, the shoes are a
really?
metaphor for life. Sometimes you just gotta kick it off and just be like, like feel your bare feet in the grass.
Yo, no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
As you say, sometimes
I
you just
mean,
gotta
my
kick
feet
it
are
off
always bare.
and feel the bare grass in your feet. Yeah, just like this. And you turn around and Father Ruben is butt fucking naked, standing in the grass.
Oh no!
Just
no.
fucking like totally fucking naked.
Person's just like, yo, this man wildin'.
I want to put my arms up in the air. Yeah! Father Rupert! Party on!
You're not there, Blue.
Father Uber, you just gotta let the hair blow through the breeze, the wind, the hair blow through the wind, the
He's a
breeze
priest,
through
right?
throw the breeze and the wind in the hair.
Like this, and he.
He's a priest of a religion that likes to get drunk. Now that's a religion I can get behind.
So he comes over and sits next to you guys in between all of you and just folds his legs.
Nice, dude.
So, where you guys gonna go? What are you guys gonna do?
Probably good. I think we're going south or something.
There's so many pretty things to see up here.
Well,
You got
you
got-
yeah, but like
the blood fall, the blood fall, blood fall, blood paw falls is really close to here, and then way that way. Yeah, hold on. Sorry, I had it up.
what's at the Blood Paw Falls? I mean,
Oh, the biggest bear you'll ever see.
biggest
Huge.
bear? What?
Big bear. Just big fucking bear. Huge.
He-
Travelers,
It's
he like
paws
that.
are-
travelers, the
paws are
travelers
this
we
big.
met said the Blood Paw Falls is pretty.
Yeah.
think
I've
the
seen it.
does a bear like to wrestle, to fight?
I'd like to see you wrestle a bear.
I don't have my money on the
I
bear.
could probably do it. I could probably do it. Ah,
I
fuck,
bet you,
fuck you, Sparkles.
bet you
I could
could
totally
beat a
take his
bear.
ass.
I bet you could beat a bear.
Yeah, see?
You- you-
Sophia
you-
knows what's
you-
up.
You'd punch
Salto
it.
knows.
You'd punch it.
Kick him in
Well,
the
there's
Push it.
fucking
Oh,
dick.
there's-
Punch
him
it
in his-
in the side.
Kick him in the bear cock.
yeah.
The bear cock.
What if it doesn't have a? Oh, never mind.
A cock? Doesn't have a cock, so? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I don't think all bears have cocks.
What are we talking about?
Well,
There went the PG rating, boys and girls.
But-
so fast.
but no bears wear pants.
Is that good time? Good time going.
No
Th-
bears
there
wear
are-
pants.
There are no such thing as bear pants, so all bears that have cocks are bear cock.
Oh shit!
I think that's
I
what
like
it-
where your
that's-
I like where your
that's what
head's
you
at.
say.
Kofi.
That makes sense.
I like where your head's at. See, this man knows what he's doing, what he's talking about.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
over to KB and put my arm around his shoulder and like lean in. You know, KB, you're a man of few words, but when you do talk, you just, it's so much. It's amazing. He's just
Revolutionary.
so insightful. And it always makes me think. You're like really smart.
Cheers.
I'm gonna clink his glass and throw another one back.
And you just kind of hear, behind you, yeah, he's just like talking to patients. The Blood Paw Falls, and there's the Everspring Meadow where the petrified warrior is, and how the Axe-Sworn rooms, they're cursed, and actually you kind of hear him say that, and that was kind of an area / place your kind just like did not go.
Cursed ruins sound pretty cool.
Cursed what?
The cursed ruins that you just said, something or other that that
I
had
like
the
ruins.
asshole.
I thought you said
the
cursed
axe-
rodents. I was thinking like big rats.
No.
Rats.
No.
Whoa!
Rats.
No. Blood.
Whoa!
No.
Wow! Rats.
I've seen 3 or what? 3? 1. I've seen one of the 3 great wonders. Bloodpaw Falls. I saw. Really cool. And Everspring Meadow. I want to see that, but I don't know. And then.
Oh no.
Dude,
And then
yo.
the last one is
Yo.
the Axsworn Runes. Yeah.
Where are those? I love runes. Runes are so cool.
What's this about? What? Wait, what were you saying about the asshole ruins?
I'm gonna poke Father Rupert in his shoulder.
He starts to pee on the ground.
Oh no, I'm gonna swiftly move away. Oh, God. I should have
Maybe
known,
not.
Ginge. Every time you play a drunk character, they have to pee at some point on something.
Okay, this is a true story. I know 10 to 15 people that I do not drink with anymore because when they drink and pass out, they piss themselves.
Yeah.
Every time.
No.
Mouse, don't jinx
All
it for me,
the
please.
fucking time. One of my fraternity brothers, we actually banned him from drinking and staying at the house. Like, we would kick him out before he would get drunk because he would pass out on the couches that we bought for the living rooms and he'd pee all over them.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nasty. All the time. Every time. Did not fail. Yeah. And he would sneak into brothers' rooms when he'd get drunk and be like passing out, standing up, and he would pee on your dirty laundry.
Oh, God.
Yeah. He almost lost his life like 3 times where we were just like, you're gonna die tonight. Anyways. He is passed the fuck out. Like, passed out.
Whoa, man. He went hard.
And you guys look up at this point, and like, all the people who had kids have gone home, and the people who haven't are all passed the fuck out. Like, it's just you guys.
I'm gonna go back over where it's safe next to Axel. And I'm gonna lean on him again, and then I'm just gonna like unconsciously reach my arm up and grab his ear and kind of like scratch behind it.
Go puppy.
Go.
Go puppy.
Can't help it. She's drunk.
So yes, what he had said, if you couldn't make out what I was saying, the Bloodpaw Falls, the Everspring Meadow, and the Axsworn Runes.
I think you mean the asshole ruins.
The asshole runes. Yes. And he did kind of mention within that Scorch Canyon. Just talked
What are
about
the
it.
where are the Everspring Meadows?
The Everspring Meadow? Nobody really knows.
You don't know. He didn't say it.
Mm.
There's a whole story behind it.
Hmm.
And he passed out before he told you.
Axel, he said, so we're gonna go south. And he said there are runes. Can we go see? Do you know runes?
He just kind of be swirling this glass, looking kind of deep in thought about the Axsworn runes, and he'd say, yeah, I know him. And then as you reach up and start scritching him, he'd sort of smile kind of warmly and sort of talk low and say, you're the only one that I allow to do that, okay?
Shh, I won't tell anyone. Nobody knows. And I'll look around. Is everyone making sure nobody sees?
I mean, unless they're looking away, KB, Patience, and Sophia. I mean, up to them what they're doing at that
Well,
point. in
after I
time.
said that out loud, I'm gonna then mind link with him and say, I won't tell anybody.
Sounds good.
And then I'll say back out loud. Say, you know about the runes.
Yeah.
Are they cool runes? Should we go see them?
I mean, they're probably very cool, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily a good place.
Danger. Excitement.
All of the wastelands is danger. It's not somewhere I look forward to taking a vacation exactly.
Yeah, I do remember that really big worm thing. It chasing me at one time through the sand, and there was this. It wasn't runes, but it was like, it was runes, but it wasn't runes, but it was runes. And I remember I had to camp out on the runes for 2 days because I was so scared of being in the sand and that some worm thing was gonna eat me.
His eyes sort of widen, and he's like, "You were spotted by a Diatrax alone, and you lived."
Well, what is a Diatrax?
The sandworm that you just started talking about.
Yes. Yes. So I left Bellin. I don't want to talk about it. I left Bellin, though, and I went into the wasteland. So I was like, hey, I've never been in the desert before. I want to check it out. And I always saw these caravans with all of these merchants and stuff going through. So I was like, hey, I'm going to find another city to go to so I can work for money and not steal it. Work for money. But anyway, I wanted to find another city to go to. And I was like, oh, that's perfect, because this is like a lot of people come from the desert. There must be a city nearby. So then I went into the desert, and I was walking. I didn't know where I was, and there was not any roads, really, that I could find. But anyway, so I was running from the sandworm, and I think I got really lucky, because there was this rune thing that had multiple levels to it, and I went up on it when it started coming towards me. So I lived. I am a legend.
You did indeed get very lucky.
But it stalked me, Axel, for 2 days. But then it went away. I think it got really bored. And then I found you.
And then you found me.
Yeah. And then I didn't ever see the worm again, so it worked out perfect.
Sure did.
Now she's gonna sit back quietly because she feels like she used up enough words to cover 2 days worth of conversation.
Yeah. Are you... No, never mind. I was gonna say, did you use that time? Well, did you use that time to look at those items, or are you? Or are they still stashed?
So
The locket
I have the locket and the dagger.
Yep.
Axel has the gloves in the little box. I have not done any attuning / identifying yet, so I have them on my person, but I have not yet.
Nope, I just was asking, and it's not really a dagger. It's just kind of like a shard.
Yeah. Either way, I haven't checked them out yet.
Okay. Yeah. As the night goes on, it's just you couple, you 4, 5 that are just sitting around. Everybody else is either passed out or gone to bed. You guys doing anything else for the night? Continuing drinking? Telling stories? What are you doing?
Yeah, I think I would like to examine those gloves.
I have an idea. You guys want to play a fucking game.
Is this in person? Or out of character or in character?
I'm in character, which
Oh.
is why I'm trying to slur my words.
Oh, sorry. I love games. I haven't played a
Yeah,
game
I
since I
played.
was a kid.
But have you played Never Have I Ever?
I don't know what that is.
But you ever never played? I have never ever.
I've never ever played. Never have I ever played. Never ever have I ever.
It's
Wow.
pretty fun. You'll like it. You just say something, and that you've ever. You say something that you've ever. You
Right.
never say something you've. You explain it.
You
You say something that
say
you've done,
something you did,
but you think that everyone else has never done it.
no,
then you-
no, you got it backwards. So it's the other way around. It's that you haven't done that they have. That they think they
right,
might have.
Because you never have I ever, because everyone else has never done it.
Something like that.
Like never have I ever.
This goes on for like an hour, Axel, as you look at the gloves and you're just hearing all of this, like, just shaking your head, and you just
Yeah,
hear
I'll probably
the
like go over to the bench and just like let me fucking work, please.
Like,
they are-
never have I ever punched someone.
You targeted me. Fuck you.
He like throws his ears down into his head to try and deafen the noise. Like, oh my god.
Because patience punches people.
Wait, are we doing? Are we counting on two hands or just one?
What are we counting?
So you either
So-
you go with two hands or one hand, and every time somebody says never have they ever done something that you have done, you put a finger down, and when all fingers down, then you lose.
So, Axel, over the course of the hour, the gloves that you find out are called the Gloves of Appreciation. They are +1 charisma checks. They are every time you receive a compliment, the glove gains a charge. One charge is a high five on command. When you can say thank you, causing the glove to fly towards the person who complimented you, and proceed to give them a high five, a fist bump, or a secret handshake. Unwilling creatures must succeed a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Wait, if they fail to save, what happens?
It forces said action.
Make you do the handshake.
So you can take an enemy out of their an entire their turn in combat by making them do a secret handshake.
That's amazing.
Well, only if they give you a compliment. Yeah.
True. Wait, but why would an unwilling participant give you a compliment?
With the power of
happen.
suggestion.
Well, they might.
So
they
I
might
could
say-
suggest that
Well-
or Nova could suggest that they compliment said wearer, and they would compliment, and then said wearer could then use that on their next turn to take them out of that turn.
It's not necessarily gonna take them out of a turn. I mean, it's not like it's a fucking action that is gonna tie up all of his hands, but it might give him disadvantage.
Okay.
Oy.
But
Never have I ever. I dare a KB to tickle Father Rupert's feet.
I've never dared myself to do that either.
She clearly doesn't understand the game. You gotta no, KB. It's not how it works. You have to do it. If you don't do it, you're a chicken. Do you want to be called a chicken?
When did we start playing Truth or
No,
Dare?
it's never have. You
But
told me that's how the
we played
game.
Dare.
It's never have I ever, and then I said I
Oh.
dared KB to tickle. So then if he doesn't do it, then he never ever's. So he's got to do it. Right? Is that how it works?
Truth or care, because I don't even care what you're daring me to do.
Oh no.
After he finishes with those gloves, he'll like just stow them in his pack. Like those are kind of weird. He'll take out the cube and he'll just kind of just like fiddle with it, like sort of turn it over in both of his hands. Like when you're looking at a Rubik's cube and you're like, how the fuck do I solve this?
Yeah, and it's very it's not a perfect square. It's like a crude square. I don't know. And when you kind of shake it again and you hear like two rattles or a rattle, you're not sure. Next it was the gloves, the locket, and then the shard. Yeah.
Is there any sort of? Is it just like all sides of the cube just smooth lead surfaces? Is there like any like inscriptions or?
Nope, seems smooth.
Hmm.
Doing anything else?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'll take one of the back ends of my tomahawks and brace it against the cube, and with his other hand tap the back of the tomahawk, like a sort of like a chisel, see if I can't like crack it without
Roll.
potentially damaging anything inside.
Oh yes, the fighter's solution to a puzzle box. Break it.
Roll a Roll a dexterity check, because you're trying to be, you're not banging like strength wise. You're kind of like trying to finesse something, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do a straight dex check.
Alrighty. 1.
Yeah. Tap 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 tap, and you're like, fuck. Nothing.
Well, here's hoping whatever's in there is sturdy, and he'll take a swing at it.
Roll to attack.
24.
Yeah. 8. Slash! You come down with the tomahawk, and it embeds itself in the lead a little bit. You kind of like wiggle it and move it back and forth. It made purchase on the lead, and it split it a little bit.
Okay. Well, I've cut logs before. I'll just go from the other side and see if I can't split it open. So he'll turn it over upside down and do the exact same thing.
Roll to attack.
Ugh. Natural 1.
Yeah. Is 7 points? You cut off the tip of your finger. And you look back up and you're like, oh, fuck. Like, not like the tip of your finger, but like the skin right on the end.
Or rather, when you cut a dog's nail too far and they fucking
Oh, yeah.
like ah.
Yep, so you got like just the edge, but like enough that you know that's gonna fucking smart tomorrow.
Yeah, he sort of yips in pain like, ah, damn it.
Did I hear the yip?
I mean, you're sitting right next to him, yeah.
Oh, well, I thought he went like to a bench in a corner or
Well, it's
something.
not super far away.
Yeah, like still in the same chapel, and sound carries probably.
I am going to wobble over. What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just trying to get this damn box open.
Is it working?
I made a little bit of headway, but sort of missing my mark. It's not very big of a target.
Huh. Maybe it's not supposed to be open with force. But if you're getting it open and... Wait, what? Did it hurt you?
The box? No, I just swung incorrectly. Sort of chipped one of my claws.
I'm gonna like huddle down secretly so nobody can see what we're doing. Let me see it.
I'll pass it over.
So there's like a little like a chip made in it, right?
Yeah.
Can I don't know, do an Arcana check or anything on it to see if it seems like it has like a properties to it that might allude to how it's supposed to be opened?
Yeah. Roll an Arcana check. It is not magical. It is lead. It is legit just lead. Like you twirl it around, feel it. You kind of like close your eyes, seeing if you can't maybe think or feel some kind of magic essence to this. This is fucking lead.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a box. Oh, maybe keep trying. I don't know what could possibly be in here that somebody definitely doesn't want us to get into. I'm gonna hand it back to him.
Out of character, you can cast Detect Magic, right?
I don't have that spell saved. Nope.
Am I able to see what's going on?
Roll perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah, and I'm very drunk. There's,
I was
I'm,
gonna say
I'm not even gonna roll. Yeah.
Yeah, depends on how hammed you are.
Well, I'm not that hammed, but I'm not like Sophia doesn't drink that much, so
Roll at a disadvantage then.
Probably been a long time since you drank like this.
yeah. Disadvantage though. Well,
Wow.
Even
Damn.
trashed, you're kind of like, huh? And you like peek up and you're like,
like magic? Does someone say magic?
well, you notice Nova like huddled and like Axel's like facing towards you, and she's huddled down in front of him, and he kind of is like he has his hand out, and she's like, you could tell she's like fiddling or doing something, and you're like,
what are you doing?
What?
And don't worry about it.
What is that?
What?
What'd you-
Mind your old beeswax, Sophia.
Oh.
oh,
okay.
Hey, dude. Don't talk to her that way.
I'm gonna like turn and glare at Patience. I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah, I know. Shouldn't be talking to her like that.
I'm not talking to her like anything. I was just saying.
This is
I'm-
like a meeting of the two most basic white bitches ever. This is
It's
pretty
just
mean.
It's
Nova just really likes her rocks.
It's
Fucking nerd.
listen. I was just saying I was rude, but I was just saying that don't worry about it. And I think Sophia is way stronger than you, Patient. She doesn't need your help to protect her.
Well, that's just fucking mean.
Well, she's got mind power.
You're just
there.
jealous that you don't have someone like Patience to protect you. Because Axel's a dog.
Yeah. Big, fluffy little
He a big
hardball.
fluffer.
Oh my god.
Then you are fluffer.
Yeah, but he's also kind of He's also kind of crazy. You know, kind of a nutter.
My eyes are gonna glow. And I'm just gonna glare at both of them.
Guess you could say he's a fluffer nutter.
And I'm gonna cast sleep on both of them.
Okay.
You guys don't have to roll for anything? I keep forgetting if that's something.
You have to roll
you
HP. Who are you
roll.
targeting first?
I'm gonna target Patience first. And what do I roll? Hold on.
You roll a certain amount of dice, and then those dice have to be his HP or more.
5d8.
I believe.
Nope.
Shit. Well, I'm gonna cast it on Sophia.
So all of a sudden, Patience, you kind of feel like a little blurge, like where you get like that, you've been up,
What the?
and you kind of snap back to it, like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
And,
And then
then
Sophia.
27 on Sophia.
And then,
Nobody
as
snoring.
as Patience, you're kind of like, what the fuck? You watch as Sophia just, and like crumples.
Oh no, she had too much to drink again. Fuck. I would.
You guys are don't even know how to control things that you're saying. You both. You probably should go to bed.
Maybe I will, and maybe you should.
Because don't tell me what to do.
Don't talk to her that way.
Just don't call Axel a dog.
I mean, am I wrong? I mean, come on.
He's not a dog. Are you a cat?
I mean,
Hellcat. Should I start calling you a cat? Hellcat?
yeah, 'cause I'm a cool cat. Ha!
I'm like at this point lost interest and gave up on what I don't even remember what I was irritated about. So I'm like turned back to the box.
Yeah, just a lead ass box.
Yeah, you're gonna have to just break it open.
Yeah, let me try a different method. So takes out his second hand axe and he's gonna wedge both of them in the gash that he made. I don't know if you've seen this, but like you can like bust a lock with like 2 wrenches with like a leverage essentially.
Leverage.
You know, the double wrench method, and that's essentially what he's gonna try and do. He's gonna try and widen this gash by using the leverage of the 2 hand axes.
Roll to attack.
Whack the gash.
Just gotta shove it way in there.
12.
Yeah. And the top pops off, and out rolls a elegant, gorgeous, like black velvet, gold encrusted, like little case.
Case within a case. Can this one be opened normally?
Yeah, it just looks like it just opens.
I will.
You said it was just a rock.
I thought you were asleep.
It wears after a minute.
Oh,
It doesn't last too long.
that's right.
What's in it?
It's a rock, remember?
I can see it's no longer a rock. I'm
Excellent.
so-
Axel really wants to say something, but he remembered Nova told him at the start of the campaign to not provoke him. That's why he hasn't said anything, no matter what insults they hurl at him.
Oh no. I'm
Yeah.
rubber and you're glue.
I will open up the box.
You open it to find a lime green kind of translucent with red numbers, a dice.
Motherfucker. I knew this would come back. Once you said lead box, I had an inkling that this was what it was.
Oh my
What?
Wait,
What?
Is this the
Hold
one?
on.
Is this the one from Rothos?
It's the one that it's the one that
Is it the
Ping
one
had.
that we sealed in lead?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is the dice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
Do you touch the dice?
Let it die.
Axel?
Axel would know.
Die.
I mean, yeah, he would pick it up out of the box.
Well, I would actually be trying to grab it.
hello.
I would be trying to grab it though. After he got it, I was like,
How
oh,
are
let me see. Let me see.
you,
Let me
my
see.
friend?
Axel, let me see. What is it? What is it? What is it? I'm like reaching for it.
Oh,
His like fur will stand on it, and his ears will like instantly shoot back up, and he'll like step a few steps away.
No. It's just fine.
No, not from the dice, from Nova. He's like,
Oh,
give me 1 second.
What?
He's-
What is it? Let me see. Let me see.
Nova, 1 second, please.
Oh, she's gonna stop dead. Just stare at him.
He'll sort of secede back into his mind. Can you hear me?
oh. And you can hear me, correct?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Well then, that's great and grand.
Who are you?
I have many names. The fun seeker, the jokester, the giver of gifts, the pleasant one. But my friends call me Mari. It's a much
Mari?
longer. It's a much longer. You can call me Mari. I have a much longer name, but it's just so long to pronounce. So my friends
Okay.
call me Mari. So,
Mari.
do you like to play games?
Whoa. Before we get to talking about any games,
What?
I'm not extremely well versed in magic, but I do know that people put stuff in lead so that it's non-detectable by stuff like detect magic, which means
Yes.
you're bad news.
No, my last master put me in this box because he was being assassinated, and he wanted to hide me away for himself, and he hid me here, and I'm assuming the assassins got him.
What was his name?
His name was Nathaniel.
So, what are you exactly? Are you some sort of malevolent spirit trapped inside this thing? Are you the thing itself?
No, I am simply a person who used to gamble in my last life, and I got resurrected into this dice to also help other people who like to gamble. I give gifts. You roll the dice. Depending on the number it lands on, I give you something fun.
Nothing's free.
It is through me. We're friends, of course.
Oh, you're very forward.
Of course I am. You picked me up, and we are now friends. You are the first person I've talked to in over 200 years.
I assume that means you know what I am. You sure you want to be making friends with someone like me?
With a gnoll, gnolls are always fun. Did you know that gnolls back in the day used to have an insatiable hunger? Are you one of them?
Even though he's speaking in his mind, he'll he'll physically get like a really grim expression on his face, and he'll say,
Oh, no. Don't be like that. You
"No,
seem changed.
yeah, I'm not like that anymore."
Once a eater, always an eater.
No, I've dedicated myself to someone else. And he sort of like eyes towards Nova.
Why do I have a feeling? Oh, I can see the fun between us is I can feel you and you can sense me. Why do I have a feeling that just recently you got a little rumbly in your tumbly? Oh,
Because even though I may not be under the hunger anymore, it's always there, lurking.
yes, is that what happens? Oh,
Yeah, and I'm gonna resist it no matter what. Because
well,
I gotta protect Nova.
of course. And you will, and I will. I will help you as a friend. But first, let's play a game. Roll the dice. I want to give you maybe a new weapon. Maybe a Kopesh? Oh. I do believe I have one of them. If you land on a 5, I can give you a Kopesh.
Yeah, and what if I don't land on a 5?
Well, then you'll get whatever gift is on that number. A new set of clothing, a new jacket, a new hat. What about sunglasses? Do you like sunglasses? It's all the rage. I hear. Maybe some horses? Maybe a cart? I just give gifts. That's all I do.
I think I've drank plenty enough tonight, and I need to rest up. So you should go back in your box, and we'll talk tomorrow.
Oh no, wait.
And I close the box and shove it in my pack, like really forcefully. Like you can tell on his face, like he's not happy about whatever was going on.
I'm gonna kind of scrunch my eyebrows and put my hand out. What is it? Let me see.
Tomorrow, I promise.
Okay. I'm gonna sit down on the bench next to him.
And he'll step forward and sit back down next to you.
Well, I think I've had enough to drink, and it's probably late. So I think I'm gonna go to sleep.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm gonna shout at the others who are not far enough that I need to shout, but I'm gonna shout. I'm going to bed, guys.
They're
night.
already passed the fuck out.
Gonna go back to bed.
Good night, KB. Wait, where did KB go? Did he already leave?
Just laying on the floor.
Oh god, he's out too. Okay. I sleep good. And I'm gonna get up and wobble towards the door to go to where we set up shop before the house to go sleep there.
Okay.
As we're
Well,
walking back to the house, I'm gonna. I'm sorry, Nova, that I called Axel a dog. I never talked to a dog before, so I didn't realize that dog was a bad thing to be called.
It's okay. I've had a lot to drink. I'm sorry that I said patience was not as strong. That was very mean. And I'm sorry I yelled at you. But we're still friends. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll see you in the morning.
Okay, good night. And I'm gonna mind link with Axel and say, if she ever calls you dog again, she's gonna regret is the last thing she ever did.
Sort of chuckles. Yeah, I bet she will.
And I'm gonna head for the door and go to the house.
And we'll say, here before we get ready to call it a night, as you guys are all winding down and going to bed. Axel, you'll spend a little bit longer and take a look at that locket as well.
Sure, yeah.
Because I guarantee I'll lose this page and I'll never find it again.
Hmm.
Oh, I can copy this.
Oh, to help Ginge, I will, once I lay down, I'll remember that I have that stuff in my pack, and I'll spend some time with the locket and the shard.
Okay, so you're gonna do it? Okay, so the locket is the Locket of Instant Mustache.
What?
When opened, the holder gains an instant beautiful mustache. And when closed, it leaves the holder possessing the mustache to instantly disappear. It gives you a +2 to your not in like insight check, deception check. Thank you. I had to think about that for a second.
Your sex appeal.
Yeah, +2 to deception, and +1 to investigate your insight. So I added that.
Alrighty. Fucking mustache. Probably when you're wearing the mustache or just having the locket.
What's up?
Is it the +2
You have
deception?
you have to have the mustache on.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
Yes.
This is only going to be used for shenanigans.
God.
I learned
Same
a
thing with the
lesson.
glove.
I learned a lesson last campaign that I put too many powerful items in way too early on, and people got way out of hand too quick. This
Yeah.
time, I'm gonna tone it down, and there'll be functional items. Some of them might be a little more functional, but a lot of them might be a little bit like this.
I'm fine with that. I love gag magic items.
Yeah, because I was new, and I gave way too many items that you guys were fucking wrecking kids with. So I thought they were cool, because I wanted them. But, as the night winds down, and you guys begin to, settle in and get comfortable, that's where we're going to end the night.
Quick side note. Before he goes to bed, Axel's going to spend 2 to 3 minutes just sort of reorganizing his pack. He's going to grab the blanket of his bedroll, wrap the box in that blanket, and then he's going to stuff it at the bottom of his pack and then put everything else on top.
Okay.
For now, anyway.
Yeah.
And then he'll go to bed.
Sounds good.
Good timing. I've been on the edge of my sleep for the past 20 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, it's getting late.
It's been a long fucking day.
So-
Alright, stream.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for kicking it with us and enjoying the silliness that ensued after the epic fight we had last time. And we will be back next week on Wednesday, 8:30 CST. No, you, Barilla. And everybody have a wonderful night. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you next time.
Deuces.
Good night.
Bye!
Is it Wednesday yet?